Welcome to the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. I am Joey Calvo. Bear with me 1 minute. I look like a mess. There we go. Much better. Okay. I am a mess. All right. Well, welcome to the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. I am Joey Calvo, and today is a very special day. I've got so much to share with you that you couldn't believe. Wrong thing. Sorry. All right. So, like I said, today is a very special day. I got a lot to share. I'm going to introduce you to something in a minute, and then we're going to talk about what I call Hot February. Oh, I cannot believe what this coming month is going to be like. And I mean hot. Literally. It's hot. It's going to be hot. So the first thing I'm going to do is, before I make the announcements and go into Hot February, I came across this up-and-coming musician, very beautiful young lady, by the name of Penelope Sunray. And she just released a new single that's called What I Feel. And I am trying to get her on this podcast so she can we can chat about how this came to be. But she's a very beautiful young lady. She's got a great voice, and I think you're gonna love this song, this single. It's called What I Feel.
I wonder, can you feel the empty space inside my chest as I pencil these words for you on pages torn, paper stained on from tears and punches and abuse that the dark just couldn't take. We were both a little scared to get too close, to trust too much, 'cause the ones that hold you together are the ones that can tear you up. And it's a long way to fall from heaven down to hell, on wings that carried us so far, then betrayed us to the dust. Tell me, can you feel what I feel? Wishing I could wrap your hands around this twisted heart, wishing I could taste your breath and touch your fingertips just once more, so I could make you feel exactly what I feel. I wonder, can you know what it's like to keep losing parts of your soul, yet to live each day again with a pain that never ends? Well, that's what you've done to me. I won't die, but I'll always bleed. It's a long way to fall from heaven down to hell, on wings that carried us so far, then betrayed us to the dust. Tell me, can you feel what I feel? Wishing I could wrap your hands around this twisted heart. Wishing I could taste your breath and touch your fingertips just once more, so I could make you feel exactly what I feel. Now I'm alone and clinging to a prayer, like a drowning man. Could we find our way back? Not bloodshot eyes fall to the floor, to the pages stained and torn. I wish we would have fought for so much more. It's a long way to fall from heaven down to hell, on wings that carried us so far, then betrayed us to the dust. Tell me, can you feel what I feel? Wishing I could wrap your hands around this twisted heart. Wishing I could taste your breath and touch your fingertips just once more, so I could make you feel. Just once more, so I could make you feel. Just once more, so I could make you feel exactly what I feel.
All right, that was Penelope Sunray and her new single, What I Feel. Hopefully you got to enjoy it. Check her out on Spotify and all other music platforms. And I left the spelling of her name at the bottom. Next, I could not believe that this is happening. Matter of fact, as we were listening to Penelope Sunray, I had another acceptance of a guest. Unfortunately, they wanted to do it tomorrow afternoon, but tomorrow afternoon, even before I even get to that, I am going to be partnering. Here's the big announcement, folks. I will be partnering with two agencies in reference to guests. I have first. I want to thank Signature. I gotta get this right myself. Signature Models and Talent. For the guest tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I will have the very beautiful Stephanie Santana on. We're going to chat about her. And then I'm also working with a company, a Canadian agency as well. And that's the Promotion People out of Canada. So thank you, Leslie Diana and Chloe from Signature Models and Talents. Thank you for your partnership. I truly can't wait to work with you and have your talent on the podcast and promoting themselves. Which leads to, like I said, tomorrow, I should say hot February really started tomorrow. But, like I said, I have the very beautiful Stephanie Santana, who's an actress, model, and singer. She will be on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Then hot February starts. Oh my God, hot February. I'm going to have at least 4 podcasts in the month of February for hot February so far. So we're starting out the month with this very beautiful young lady that I got to know. She has a story that she wants to tell everybody, and she is a Navy vet, and she would say she had a very rough life. And as I got to know her over the past couple weeks, I got her on. We got her on the podcast. Her name is Brandy Deanne, and she will be on February 1st at. Hold on, I will tell you right now. She'll be on at 3:00 Eastern Time. Then February 5th, which is a Monday, at I believe that's 3:00. Yeah, that's at 3:00 Eastern Time as well. We'll have the rescheduled podcast with Dana Walker Inskeep, the weight loss coach, who had some ideas of helping me on how to lose some weight. Excuse me, sorry. I should not be tired. Actually, I should. I've been getting a lot of sleep. But that's because I've been so busy trying to get so much talent. Then February 6th at 8:00 Eastern Time, very late, but I'm going to have Jamie. She's a cosplayer. And we're going to talk about her cosplay and so on, and her career. And then we got a little bit of space. But that'll probably be filled during that time. And then at the end of the month, we're going to have Dr. Michelle Maidenberg. And she is a she's a therapist. So we're going to have her on as well. So there's so much going on with hot February. And so you definitely got to subscribe to the YouTube channel and listen to the podcasts as well, because you don't know what's going to go on. I really didn't think I was going to go to March now. I thought I was done with. I mean, if you haven't been listening, the last podcast with Victoria Gallagher was helpful, and I thank her very much for being on. I still feel like I want to be on the outside looking in. I still feel like I want to let go of everything and just be out of the way. But as I've been turning around, and wanting to close the doors. Door doesn't want to close because of the support that I get. I get a lot of support. When I had Amanda Harris on here last Monday, my childhood neighbor got on and asked a question and kind of made my day. And then turned around and told me how much of a difference I'm making. And this person's been saying this other supporter has been telling me that as well. And I kept saying, it's got to be proven, it's got to be proven, it's got to be proven. Well, it was proven last week to me. So I'm it would have been I really didn't think I was going to last. I've been doing this since 2019. Actually, I found out I did this, started in June on another platform. And that older platform is actually on the Spotify, believe it or not. So if you look up Life with Joey Calvo on Spotify, you'll see two versions of it. You'll see that first one where I did I think, I don't know, 6 or 7 episodes. And then jumped over to the current platform on right now on the Anchor.fm platform with the podcast, which I'm happier with. We are even taking this podcast internationally. I've been reaching out to a lot of people. Via Threads, Instagram. That's where I mainly find them. And then, reach out that way and then go from there. In reference to what led me to the agencies that I mentioned, I came across them through, like I said, Stephanie Santana, who's going to be on here tomorrow afternoon. I found her through Instagram or Threads. It was one of the two, but I reached out and it came back to Signature, and Signature's like, hey, we have other talent and stuff that would be interested. I was like, please bring them my way. I'd be happy to interview them. So I'm happy to work with them. And then I tried to reach out to, believe it or not, I tried to reach out to Emmanuelle Valier. She played Mia on 2.5 Men. And that led me to Leslie Diana from the Promotion People out of Canada. And, she got back to me right away. She said, Emmanuelle wasn't available at the time. And I said, okay. And she turned around and she says, listen, I got this person that may be interested. And I'm like, yeah. I said, please bring, your clients my way. I would love to have them on. I would love to have them on. And as I love to have them on, be able to chat with them and get to know them, and who knows where to go from there. Like I said, I didn't expect this podcast to really go any further. I tried to reach out to Gregory Jabbar from the CBS hit drama Blue Bloods. Unfortunately, due to something that we couldn't control, he's not able to come on for right now, but I'm hoping that he will in the future. I always leave the door open if they can't come in the first time. Of course, I try to get the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. We know where that went. That went downhill real quick. And then I started reaching out to others. I started reaching out to other weight loss coaches and fitness coaches, and so I've been reaching out because of the support I've been getting from the side. I don't know if I mentioned this, but towards the end of last year, when I decided I wanted to let go of everything and just be out of everybody's way, was because someone opened up my eyes. And when this person opened up my eyes and made me realize, everything, where things are going, and the politics and life in general. And well, the life in general part didn't show up until right smack after the politics part. So as time has been going by, I've been slowly starting to let go. Like I said, I didn't think this podcast was going to go into February. I didn't think it's going to go to March. And one person, the one guest I had on before I did the year-end podcast has been another supporter. That person didn't want me to go either, in reference to leaving social media, because I was going to leave social media. The only thing that would have been available would have been the podcast itself on the Anchor.fm platform and the YouTube channel. Those were the only two I would have left, so that way you could always listen to the podcasts or watch the podcasts whenever you wanted. But the support has been there, and I'm truly thankful. And over the past week, especially with the one with Victoria Gallagher and the Amazon influencer Liz Saunders, and those that I had on last week alone was about close to 50 views between the three. So I'm thankful for that. For those that haven't watched this podcast or listened to this podcast before, one thing about me that I will say is that I am a huge Wonder Woman fan. Okay. I've admitted it 10,000 times, but I am a Wonder Woman fan. So I'm trying to get cosplayers on the podcast to promote themselves. Especially, with Comic-Cons coming around. The one on February 6th with Jamie, she's actually a local um, cosplayer. So she's in the area I'm in the Philadelphia area. So definitely, it's like I can't wait to have her on. But I am so thankful that I'm able to reach out to signature talents and model or signature models and talents. Sorry, and also the promotion people. So I am truly thankful that I could reach out to you guys, and hopefully we'll have great podcasts with your clients. Like I said, Steffi Santana tomorrow. Thanks to Signature Models and Talents. I really can't wait to do that interview because it's going to be interesting. Like I said, Stephanie's an actress, singer, and model. So that's going to be a very interesting chat. And I can't wait to do that. And then the one on February 1st with Brandy Dan, I can't wait to chat with her. There's just so much that I really want to do. Coming up, and hopefully you're going to be there to watch it or listen to it on anchor.fm/life with Joey Calvo. If you look at the bottom, I have the little ticker going. We also have a merchandise store, believe it or not, that's available. That it's mainly just the logo of the podcast that you see in the lower left-hand corner, lower left-hand corner. It's on shirts and mugs and t-shirts and hoodies and so on. It's shop.spreadshirt.com/life-joey-calvo. So check that out. There's so much. We got Sepsis. Sepsis, great band. Hopefully I'll get them back on again, and for any new music that they have. They have some new music coming out. So go to sepsis.com and check them out as well for tour dates and new music. Their merchandise personality, who I miss chatting with, Lexi Swarm, she had a podcast too. It's called the Metal Honeys Podcast on Buzzsprout. And then another guest, Jana Swan, she had a podcast out called the Happy Healthy Horny Podcast, but she's branched out to more, and I barely hear from her anymore, and it does upset me because I enjoy chatting with her. Merchandise. shop.spreadshirt.com/life-with-joey-calvo. I got to update Kimberly Kravitz because it's not Kimberly Kravitz anymore. It's Kimberly Bookwich. I apologize if I butchered it. I have to update the website for her on here as well. My friend Eric Essex. You got to check out his music. Oh, my. Hopefully this year we'll have him back on again. He is a great smooth jazz guitarist. Last time I had him on was in 22, and we were talking about the latest CD he had called Stride, and he redid version of Ain't No Sunshine with Ruben Studdard, and we chatted about that. So you gotta go to the YouTube channel for that, or on where it says Life with Eric Essex. You gotta check that out and find out how that happened. Just so much going on between starting tomorrow and into February. Because February is going to be hot, and it might get hotter yet. And if it gets hotter yet, it might go international. So we're hoping to have more. Like I said, there was another one that reached out to me, and unfortunately, she wanted to do tomorrow afternoon. And I told her I can't do it because I got Stephanie Santana on tomorrow. So I gave dates of availability. There may be a possibility we may be in a new studio soon. I gotta keep it though because it's not official. Only because who knows if I'll get it first. I have to. We will see. It'll be a much better studio, I'll tell you that. Not saying this studio that I'm in right now is the greatest, but definitely. But I'm definitely been. This podcast has been keeping my head just above the water, and I thank you for watching and listening and being a part of it. Like I said, check out Penelope Sunray's new single, What I Feel. She's going to have new music coming out. As that new music's coming out, we're going to try to get her on here and really find out what got her into what her singles are based on. Like I said, with Eric Essex, it was the first time that I met with him. I actually met with him on YouTube. Believe it or not, I met with him on YouTube. And when I met with him on YouTube, I at the time before I subscribed to Spotify, there was this song that's called Late Night Drive. And the first time that I started playing it, I kind of got, the first couple times I was starting to get interested. And then as I was playing it more and more, I was like, this is a damn good song. It's a damn good single. And I turned around and said, let me look it up on YouTube. And we have someone says, as a woman, I don't find these guests very hot. Ha ha, hope you men all enjoy. Okay. Thank you, Kathleen, for your comment. If it's the Kathleen I'm thinking of, I have tried to get men on here. Okay. And I will try to get more. I will try to get some more men on. So if you want, and most of these guests that I've also had on have kind of been something within me. So definitely I will try to get men on here as well. Like I said, I tried to get Gregory Jabbar. Oh, I am gonna. That's right. There is one more guy I'm gonna try to get on here in February. Comedian Joe Fernandez. We had so much fun the first time that we chatted. We are working on. I'm gonna be next week. I'm supposed to reach out to him because he's busy right now. He's got so many shows going on. Matter of fact, I think his website's on the bottom. But definitely check out comedian Joe Fernandez. Another, if you're in Jersey, there's two comedians that I really want you to see. I've seen one of the two. I will admit it. I've seen one of the two. Jeff Norris and Renee DiLorenzo. Oh my God. Jeff is so cracked up. He had me going at the Borgata. I think it was May of last year or 22, one of the two. And I enjoyed his show at the Borgata. You got to check out Jeff Norris. And I got to see Renee's act because Renee, actually, there's a little thing too. Why I'm saying this in reference to Renee and Jeff. First of all, they're married. But the second thing is, I went to school with Renee. And I'm surprised I'm surprised Renee's never been. I don't know why Renee's never done Borgata. Renee, you gotta do the Borgata for me to come for me to come see you. I mean, I'll be happy to promote them left, right, upside down, any which way possible. But you definitely gotta check out Joe Fernandez. You definitely gotta check out Renee DiLorenzo. You definitely got to check out Jeff Norris. And in reference to when you're in Jersey, I'm really taking this all out. So I'm making so many announcements left and right and plugging so much left and right. And I'm enjoying this, which is shocking to me. I'm not supposed to be happy. Because when you get happy, you get greedy. When you get greedy, you fall flat on your face. One place, if you're in Jersey, that you really want to check out, I need to check out myself. I have to. One day I've got to go there because it's a great restaurant. Plus I know the owners. And that's Zinna's Bistro in Cranberry, New Jersey. And they just opened up a Z Taco in Millstone. I think it's on Route 33 in Millstone, New Jersey. But if you ever get a chance, you got to check out Zinna's Bistro or go to Z Taco. Like I said, the owners I went to school with, so I have no problem plugging them. I mean, you know, they were a great support when we were in school. So you definitely got to check out Zinna's Bistro when you're in Cranberry, New Jersey, or Z Taco in Millstone on Route 33. Like I said, you got great comedians in Joe Fernandez, Renee DiLorenzo, Jeff Norris, And if you listen to the radio, I've got great friends that I hope one day that I would be happy to work with. And they're all on New Jersey 101.5. You got Big Joe Henry, Steve Trevelise, Craig Allen, and Craig Get Better. He had a health issue recently, and hopefully he he'll be back on the radio soon if he's not back yet. But I've been trying for at least 2 years to really expand this podcast. I did set up a wish tender. I did set up a Ko-Fi because I don't make a lot doing this. And I really, I want to take this out further. You know, I've been working on so much stuff that hopefully will make it better. The one thing that I working on that is going to be difficult right now is I was going to go to broadcasting school. I was going to take this podcast and put it on the radio and do a regular 4-hour or 5-hour show on the radio and really bringing out the talent and or like I wanted with New Jersey 101.5, you know, have the listeners chat about a story, you know, whatever topic is on the table for that hour. So that was one main thing that has right now is going to be on the back burner because I may not be able to do it. But definitely at least if anything that I can ask of you, the listeners and the viewers, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the anchor.fm /Life with Joey Calvo. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. There is so much. Yes, there are. I think the Eric Essex one I did in 22, where we talked about Ruben Studdard, is a cost one, but it's worth it. It's worth the cost. Only because of we talk about Ruben Studdard in it. And of course, playing his music. But of course, you could also watch it on the YouTube channel for free, which defeats that purpose. But every little bit of support matters these days. You know, I deep down, I should be tired of asking because I know what's been going on in reference to that, where it's gotten it. If you really like these podcasts and you really want them to keep going, it shouldn't be on me. You know, it if you really enjoy them, you got to make it feel like CBS is canceling Blue Bloods before the 14th season starts, which unfortunately 14 seasons their last season anyway. And you're mad as hell about it. You want to prove to me that you want to see these podcasts continue. Prove to me. Okay. Go to anchor.fm/life with Joey Calvo. And there's a couple, not all of them are paid one. But I think the one that I did with Eric Essex, where we talked about Ruben Studdard, that is a paid one. But the support is greatly needed because I really want to take this podcast. I want to continue this podcast. A psychiatrist told me last year, "Oh, your podcast is like therapy to you." I was like, "Yeah, really?" I didn't believe it. But again, so, but definitely tomorrow, 4:00 Eastern time, Stephanie Santana will be on. February 1st, Brandy Dan will be on. She did serve our country, so that's one main thing. Matter of fact, Stephanie Santana even served our country. So where are we going to start with two veterans? Before just as we're getting into February, we're going to have two veterans on the podcast. Then we're going to have a weight loss expert in Dana Walker Inskeep. We're going to have a cosplayer with Jamie. And then at the end of the month, we're going to have Dr. Michelle Maidenberg. And we're going to be talking in reference to the mind and self-love and in reference to the self-love that I don't feel, but that's my own personal opinion. Like I said, that's why I wanted to walk away from everything. But definitely, you definitely got to check out tomorrow. At least, if not tomorrow's podcast, definitely February 1st. With Brandy, there's gonna be so much to talk about. When she tells her story, there's gonna be a lot that we're gonna learn about her. Penelope Sunray, hopefully your music got through on here. So definitely got to check out her music on Spotify and all music platforms. And then, like I said, with Dr. Maidenberg at the end of the month of February, and Jamie, we're gonna talk cosplay and knowing Neil Price suggests some to her. And then, like I said, we may even have more coming yet in February. So at this point, check out the merchandise website, which is shop.spreadshirt.com. facebook.com/life-with-joey-calvo. Definitely check them out. Also, I didn't put on here, and because the sponsorship kind of ended on Thursday with Victoria. Check out Magic Mind. That's magicmind.com /capital JAN Joey CA. And you use my code JoeyCA20, and you will get 20% off, which gives you 75% off when you subscribe for 3 months. And that lasts till January 31st, which is next Wednesday. So definitely check that out as well. I thank you again for listening to the podcast on the anchor.fm /Life with Joey Calvo platform. Thank you for watching the YouTube live videos. You definitely cannot miss tomorrow with Stephanie Singer or Stephanie Santana. I don't know why I keep saying singer. She is a singer. That's why. Stephanie Santana tomorrow, 4:00 Eastern time. I can't wait to chat with her. And to Kathleen, you may not find these guests very hot. I mean, we are working on getting better, but you know, it's trying to find the interest to bring into the podcast in reference to it. Okay, it's not like I don't want to have guys on. Like I said, we're gonna try to get Joe Fernandez back on in February. So you know, we had a ball, especially with the live stream, the way this live stream works with the T-Mobile. And I was at the auto show last Monday, matter of fact. I did it right after I did a podcast, and I went to the auto show last week, and there was a T-Mobile vendor there at the auto show, and I literally went to them and I said, listen, I love the internet, but the live stream crashes and sucks. But it does well when it wants to, and sometimes it crashes when it doesn't want it to. But thank you so much for listening and watching the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. I am Joey Calvo. I will be on here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time with Stephanie Santana. Take care.